Oh. Going live, we're probably live on the replay. Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I've decided to stand up. I'm going to leave the microphones as they are and just come a bit closer. Yeah, I decided to stand up. Thank you for joining. I miss standing up. I realized that I played for 10 years accordion, and I always stood up. And I love standing up. I think it's an instrument that's meant to be danced with. And then I moved into the closet upstairs 6 years ago. That's where I worked, and that's where I recorded YouTube videos. And so I sat down just because it was a small space. And I was always excited to come back to a room where I could dance with my instrument again. And so I've set that up. I hope the audio is okay. I hope the video is okay and in focus. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited to see what kind of music comes out. Thank you for joining. It's good to see familiar faces. Hello, Dawn. The screen is still there, so I'll turn. Good. Hello, Komka. Good to see you. Hello, Dawn. From Nova Scotia. Let's play music. We have about an hour and a bit. For those of you just joining for the first time, welcome as well. We'll take about an hour and a half to talk all things accordion. I'll monitor the chat to look at questions and requests. If I don't get to your request, it's probably because I don't know the song. If I do know your request, I'll write it down. Yeah, let's get going. There are 3 new Beatles songs next week, but maybe we'll play something else. Let's start with klezmer. Let's start with klezmer. Why not? Good. Hello, my mom from Toronto. It's a scorching day in Toronto. I'm in D major. Changes the nature of music to stand up. I drove the kids to Kate's parents' house, and on the way there I'm thinking, I should talk about how, the physicality of music, and I thought, no, that's just bogus. But if we all have different bodies, we're all different ages and different physicalities, I love standing up and playing music. It's a heavy instrument, so if you can, obviously a backstrap really helps. I don't have one. But I find that the accordion is such a physical instrument that, for me, it really changes the music. It brings out a little bit more, right? I'm thinking of golfers and baseball players and basketball players when they tilt their body to try and affect the trajectory of the ball. It's like, if I bend my body the right way, that D major 7 will come out a little bit better. I think, in reality, sitting down probably gives me a bit more control. But there's something special about standing up. Good. Thank you, Irene. Hello, Mariana. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt. I'm going to go off camera for a second. It's cold here on Vancouver Island, but playing music standing up does warm me up. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Good. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Komka, I play better standing up. Thank you. I think so too. Hello, Irene. Yeah, so Doug, let's do Fly Me to the Moon. Oh, yeah, we can do Fly Me to the Moon. Someone, a student emailed me asking, they have a 48 bass accordion and they were wondering about Autumn Leaves. It's also a swinging song, right? Fly Me to the Moon is really like, fly me to the moon. Autumn Leaves will swing as well. I'll try and talk about swinging the song a little bit, Doug. I probably don't know enough about it, but automatically I think the swing of it will happen. So this is to answer, do I know the student's question? Fly Me to the Moon, Anita, or Anahita. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Fly Me to the Moon on 48 bass. 48 bass, let's say, is from E flat to E. Fly Me to the Moon, I think, is typically played in C minor or G minor. Fly me to the moon. Good. We'll play it in G minor. So I'll go through the chords of the song. I don't have a tutorial for the song on the site on Accordion Love, but let me talk through the chords of the song. So Fly Me to the Moon is G minor. Fly me to the minor 4. C minor. F major. Let me swing among the stars. B flat. And again, E flat. Let me see what. So I'll pause there. It's a really cool movement, right? We take the G and we start going down to the E flat. So we start with a G minor. Ba, 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 ba. C minor to F major. Ba, da, ba, 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 da, B flat. Hello, Evo. To E flat. Let me see what. C minor. Spring is like on D major, Jupiter, and G minor. That's cool movement, right? So from the G minor all the way to the B flat, and then we do a turnaround, a C minor, D major, G minor. So in rhythm, it's going to be fly me to the moon. I don't know the lyrics among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. And now the bridge, in other words, C minor to F to B flat. We can walk down to G minor. C minor, D major, G minor. And then we could do a little turnaround with a C minor, D major. So those are the chords of the song. We have a G minor, C minor, F, B flat, E flat, C minor, D, G minor. And then the bridge is C minor, in other words, F. Please be true, B flat. You can walk down to G minor or stay in the B flat. C minor, in other words, D major, I always hit the D7, baby kiss me, G minor, and then a quick C minor, D, fill my heart with song. Hello, David Oliver. Yeah, Anita, I hope that answers your question a little bit. It's doable on a 48 bass accordion. That's 99% of the song. Jazz accordion players will introduce some better chords than that. Instead of saying fly me to the moon, da 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 da, they'll introduce the A minor diminished chord. Right, on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. In other words, there's that A diminished. So instead of a C minor, they'll do that jazzy chord. I don't play like that, but it's okay. Now, Doug, to answer your question, I played Fly Me to the Moon. And Anita, your question was about Autumn Leaves. Man, oh man, I got confused. Let's do Autumn Leaves quickly. It's a similar song. So Autumn Leaves will play in C minor. I believe it's played in C minor. We'll see similar chord progression. So Autumn Leaves is C minor, F, to B flat, to E flat, C minor, D major, G minor. Same kind of movement, right? From G minor to C minor to F to the B flat, E flat to C minor to D, da-da, G minor. Ba-da-ba, D major, da-da-da, G minor. And still I C minor to F to B flat. And then C minor to D major, G minor, C minor, D to G minor. That's Autumn Leaves. Oh, that's Autumn Leaves. Yeah, sorry, Anita asked about Fly Me to the Moon. Doug, you asked about Autumn Leaves. The swing feel of it. I believe, in general, you can play music... You can play most songs straight and flat, just like I could speak straight and flat if I was addressing a nation badly, right? We could do a waltz that's just... Or we could swing it. We could hang on a few things, go a little bit back or a little bit forward or emphasize a little bit. So that same waltz... That's not a waltz. Right, that swing in a waltz. The same thing with these, let's call them swing songs, with Fly Me to the Moon. That's straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could also get your head bobbing a bit and your body moving. That's what I think of when I hear of swing. There's probably a more technical definition that Doug, you could probably share, or you could YouTube how to swing music. But in general, it's bringing a bit more of that body into the music. Just gonna look at the chat a little bit. I saw about you buying straps, and the store owner said that who plays the accordion nowadays? All of us. It's a wonderful instrument. Good. And like Fort said, that music store owner is probably not cool. Good. Good morning, Eric. Hello. Moon River is one of my top faves. Yeah. I think you could swing all songs, but some songs do better than others. Hello, Tariq. Good to see you. Hello, Chris Nelson. Hey Ronan, love the stream. I have a question. Why do you play rhythm? Oh, when you play rhythm, how do you know how the rhythm goes? So Lasse? Yeah, I'm going to say Lasse. I have a lesson on Accordion Love called Which Rhythm Do You Choose? Maybe I won't share my screen because I'm standing up. We don't have many rhythms to choose from, and the choice is up to you. There is a video where I discuss it in a little bit more details, but the quick answer is it's up to you. Shostakovich's second waltz. It's given in the title that it's a waltz. So there's you know how in sheet music, on piano sheet music, it's written bass, tone, like a C, E, G, E, G, G, E, G, E, G, C, E, G, E, G, and the rhythm is written out like that. On the accordion, we don't have too many options. So we have a oompa pattern, right? Bass, tone, and that I could do as a waltz. Bass, tone. I could do that as, yeah, that was a waltz. I could do it as a march or a polka. right? That kind of rhythm. And I could do it what I call like a tango or a tango. I'll introduce the alternate bass, but the tango is bass, tone, bass, right? I call that a Middle Eastern rhythm too, because we see it in klezmer. So what rhythm do I choose? Whatever fits with that song. If it's given to me, like Forest Flowers, Metsakuki, I don't know how to pronounce the song, but it's da 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 da. Why do I choose that? Because it fits da 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 da. I don't need to do that. I could play it as that tango. Hello, Don. I could play it as a march. Right, so it's the answer is, how do I know what rhythm to play? Because usually the composer suggested a rhythm. Shostakovich's Second Waltz is a waltz. Forest Flowers is a waltz. There are more arbitrary songs, like the Beatles songs. The Beatles unit that we're doing now, I choose from those rhythms, right? So, he's a real nowhere man, living in his nowhere land. That's my tango rhythm, right? Ba da 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 da. Right? Living in his nowhere, plans for nobody. Doesn't have a point of view. It's all common rhythms, so I'm using waltzes, marches, and tangos, and seeing what fits in well. Again, I could play He's a Real Nowhere Man as a waltz. Thank you, Lynn. I choose to do a tango. Okay, great. I think you get it now. Good. I have a few more questions. If it's not too much trouble, for sure, Lasse, write them in the chat. I'll monitor them. Good. How did we get here? That's a good question. Good. Mia had a question about the June challenge. The June challenge, Sinna, who is on this stream, thank you, Sinna. You played 4 chord voicings beautifully. You played F major to C major to G minor to D minor. You played beautifully because it wasn't just F, C, G minor, D. You held on to it a bit longer. It was really fun to play along to you in the May challenge. The June challenge, I give it back to you and I say, can you please come up with an interesting melody, an improvised melody over those chords? And Mia had a question, great question, Mia, which was, do you just press record? Do I just press record and start doing the improvisation? Does it have to be live? Or can you go away for a few minutes, a few days, come up with a cool improvisation and then record that? And the answer is either one works. I think the second one is probably more fun, where you sit down and you say, oh, what sounds nice? This sounds nice, I'm assuming. Yeah. So you write that down and you record it and you play that for a few days, and then tonight you get an idea, oh, this will sound nice. Yeah. And so the recording can be a written down improvisation. You're coming up with a melody off the top of your head because there's no right answer, right? So I'd love if you take a week, take 2 weeks, take a minute to come up with an improvisation. I am notoriously bad for playing the same thing twice, so I just come up with an improvisation on the spot. Probably the smarter thing to do, and what I'd love to see you do is, oh, da 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 da. Write it down however you write it down, and then perform that over the improvisation. It's up to you how you do the challenge. I just want to see the final outcome. Yeah, and I love seeing the process, which you're really good at sharing. Yeah. Good. Would you please play Miserloo? Let's play Miserloo. Hello, Jess. Hello, excuse me. Would you please play Lily Marlene? Beautiful German song. I don't know it, Edgard. I don't know it. I'm sorry, but let's play Miserloo. Let's play Miserloo, and I'll also play... We have 3 Beatles songs coming next week. We're starting to slow it down, the tempo of the songs. We've had Obla Di Obla Da and kind of these kinds of Beatles songs. Now we're getting into In My Life. What are the 3 songs? In My Life, And I Love Her, and With a Little Help from My Friends. So the songs are slowing down, and they're beautiful. So let's play Miserloo and connect it to the Beatles. And yeah, maybe we'll throw in Forest Flowers because that was beautiful too. Awesome, Street Milk. That C sharp is so good. Hello, Kasparov. Thank you. It's wonderful. It's a really nice song. Thank you. Simpras. So Lasse, I have a question for you. Thank you for the donations, by the way. So you're trying to learn to play chords over songs, you know, like to be the life of the party for sure. Do you have any tips on that? Because I know the chords, but when I play it, it just feels right. Write the question again, Lasse. At a party, for sure, it helps to play chords. So what I would do, I'm going to share my screen. What I do at a party is I pull up, let me share my screen. Oh, you see the side of my head. That's fine. I pull up, what do I pull up? I pull up the name of the song. What song should we do? The Kinks, This Time Tomorrow, chords, right? And we go to the site and you have a chord book. We did this a few weeks ago. So G, D, E minor. So Lasse, what's the question? What I would do is make sure there are a few things that need to happen. Do you know the chords? It sounds like you know the chords. And can you play them in rhythm, right? Going back to Doug's point about swinging the song. I could play this time tomorrow. Where will we be? It's a weird song because the chords are very quick changes. But can I introduce some rhythm to it? Right? This time tomorrow. Where will we be? It's a really weird song that I chose. But the idea is, do you know those chords and can you make them musical? Maybe we'll choose an easier song. Sorry, sharing my screen sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm thinking of Bob Marley or Bob Dylan songs, right? Songs that are 2 chords. What does Bob Marley sing? 3 Little Birds. Songs with rhythm, right? I'm drawing a blank. Rise up this morning, G major. Smile at the D major. 3 little birds outside my doorstep. It's a C major to G major. So part of it is knowing the chords, which I'm assuming you know. And the second part, knowing the chords and switching between them. And then the really important part is making them musical. Part of it is just rise up this morning, holding the chord, smile at the rising sun. So let me know, I guess, what the question is. I have a unit on Accordion Love called Accompanying Singers, and there are different techniques depending on what the song is. You could always do, right, rise up this morning, smile at the rising. It doesn't feel right. I get it, that it doesn't feel right. What doesn't feel right? Lasse, if you have, maybe we'll take it offline. Send me an email with an audio recording, a video recording of a song that you like to play, that you want to play maybe. And show me how you do it, and I'm happy to give you, hi Didi, and show me, send me a recording and I'm happy to give you tips. But really, if we're at a party and someone says, hey, play Blowing in the Wind by Bob Dylan, I'm sitting down with my accordion. Right, and how many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? I'm doing that. I'm not going, how many times must the cannonballs fly? I think that's kind of the cliche way of playing accordion, where people joke about tossing the accordion out the window. It can be beautiful. So it's about how you play those chords, right? Depending on the song. Good. I said I would play 3 Beatles songs. Let me show you the songs that are coming up this week. I guess my question is still about rhythm, just with chords. No, it's all good. It's the nature of stream. It's a little bit hard to convey music through text. Yeah, good. The tango melody flow to the movie Godfather, yeah. Hey, Ronan, question about improvisation. Do you always have to play the notes of the chord you're playing on the left hand, or can you play other notes from the CG? Dawn, you could play other chords. In the June challenge, I give 3 ideas. 1, we're in F major, so play the notes of the F major, C major, G minor, and D minor. But it's not required. There's beauty that happens when you leave those boundaries, right? Logically, you should play the most normal sounding thing is the F major, right? all the notes of F major. But beauty happens when over that F major, I'm going to play F major is F, A, C. I'm going to play the D note over an F major. That's okay. I went up and down one note. Magic happens when you start introducing notes from outside the three main notes of the chord, right? So F major should have F, A, C, and then the C major should have G, C, E. But holding a note outside of those chords, the B flat, and give it some time, because just the B flat over the F, or doing this, you need to see the big picture, right? It's kind of like when poetry, if you pick 2 or 3 words from a poem, it doesn't make sense. It's like if you pick two, me and my analogies, if you pick 2 ingredients out of a recipe, chocolate and peanut butter, or pickles is a strange one. Chocolate and peanut butter doesn't make sense until you see it together. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. So similar kind of thing. If we pick 2 or 3 words of a poem, there's dissonance and it doesn't exactly fit until you look at the whole sentence and it's like, oh, there's a bigger picture there. So here, holding the D didn't make sense to me. It's wrong. But together with the rest of the improvisation, play it once or twice. Yeah, there, that sounds nice to me. Da, 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 da. Great. Yeah, and I think jazz musicians are shaking their head at me saying you could apply, an F sharp diminished over those chords. I don't have the ear for it. I don't have the education for jazz. But I think in reality, lots of things can fit over lots of things. For this month's challenge, stick to the boundaries and start breaking them intentionally. But I encourage you to just listen to the loop and try those notes and let the loop run for a bit, because eventually you'll find something that sounds really nice. Nice view behind the window. Yeah, my aunt is telling me that, oh yeah, you guys can see outside now. Very nice. It's a beautiful rainy day on Vancouver Island. This is a very itchy plant. I don't know what it's called, but our friends who owns a gardening company, what did he call it? I worked under it last year, and I had to wash the shirt 4 or 5 times before the itch would go away. Good. Tell us, please, how to have more control over left-hand sound volume, as it can be overwhelming the right-hand sound. Yeah, Most Saber 1975. That's a huge question. Let me answer it quickly. You know what? I have a lesson called volume control. A few things. One is I want you to just play your left hand individually without the right hand. And I want you to control the left hand sound. Go from pianissimo to fortissimo. Go from quiet. Switch chords quietly from C major to G major. And I'm slowly starting to build the volume. And I'm here. And now I'm starting to bring it down. All this while changing chords. So we're working on bellow control. That's step 1. We can do the same with our right hand, right? The right hand also, we can go quiet. I'm not even going to touch my bellows. Good. That's normal. I could start pushing back and trying to maintain that. I'm pushing very lightly. And obviously I can increase that. So again, similar exercise with our right hand from pianissimo. Just see how your accordion works. And then push harder. And now bringing it together, same exercise. So you're controlling the flow of air. From pianissimo. And what this means, you're starting to, I mean, it's a big thing. I just started to do this now after years and years of playing. You're controlling air, and that might mean controlling your left hand and omitting the big because my right hand can't compete with that. Right? It means playing a bit more staccato if I want to leave room for my right hand. And then eventually step 2 is try a different sound. If I'm playing with my quietest sound, the right hand gets lost, the sound of it. So I could increase the sound of my right hand with my master sound. Make my right hand legato and make my left hand staccato. Connect the notes in my right hand and make my left hand more sparse. Makes my right hand louder. So a bunch of tricks like that. And look at, I have a lesson on bellow control. It's called Controlling the Volume of Your Accordion. When I say lesson, it's on accordionlove.com. Good. I'm going to play some music. Awesome. Dawn, it answered your question. I was wondering about those yellow flowers. Yeah, these are beautiful but horrible to touch. And the pink roses? Are they roses? My wife will correct me. It's something. It's a beautiful pink flower. My wife's responsible for our garden. Good. Let's do 3 Beatles songs. We're going to play In My Life, A Little Help from My Friends, and I Love Her. Beautiful songs. And the lessons in sheet music are with the transcriber right now. I should get them back Monday. They should be published this week. Not should be, they will be. Lassa, to go back to your question, I'm using the tango rhythm. Hey, Chris Concertina. Good. We did Her Majesty's a Pretty Nice Girl because I didn't last week and I thought about it. And I thought music is allowed to make fun of people a little bit. Good. That was In My Life. Oh, that was, and I Love Her to In My Life to With a Little Help from My Friends. And again, it's such, I get so much more. It's a different experience for me to play standing up than it is to sit down. Like Chris Concertina, thank you for joining. Just stretching out the bellows. I know it's not good I know it's not the right technique, but look at my lesson on bellow control. I don't mind that. Running out of air and bringing it all the way in and getting a hiccup. I think it's part of the magic of live performance. Thank you. Yeah, it's a part of the magic of performing live. Same as speech. It's part of the it's the hiccups, right? It's why I love watching live things. It's not perfect. If it needs to be perfect, practice. Practice when you're running out of air. Practice where, if it's a long phrase, know where your bellows needs to be. Otherwise, I love just dancing with my instrument. Yeah, Sue, I love dancing with my instrument. I started my instrument by walking, my mom's on the call, by walking around my parents' neighborhood and going to the park and playing and eventually going to the street. And I have some videos of busking, of playing at the farmer's market a few years ago. And it's so good because my eyes are exploring and saying hi to people. I can't really speak while my right hand's going, but similar kind of thing. It's just dancing and providing background music to people. Beatles songs are so good. Like Ford said, they're songs that I think will forever be with people. Que Sera Sera is one of those songs, and a lot of the Beatles repertoire. It begs to be played and sung. I'm just going back through the chat a little bit. The Yellow Flowers, good. I was wondering, I know of a song of Donkey Kong called I Believe the Feather and Friend. Could you ever try it? It's kind of cheesy. Zachary, I love playing Donkey Kong. I played it with my kids. It's a tough game on the original N64, I think. Write me an email, Ronan at Accordion Love. I have a list of songs that I need to go through still. Hello, Camilo Castillo. Tell us, please, you have more control with the left hand? Yeah. Good. Sorry, just going through the questions. Yeah, Chris Concertina, I like the chord progression in the June challenge. It's like the circle of fifths in retrograde. Yeah, instead of and that change from the C to the G minor is beautiful too. Good. I'd play A minor 7 with A in the bass and C major chord. Ford, is that for A minor with A in the bass? I'm not sure which song that is. Could you play Whiskey in a Jar? Yeah, let's play Whiskey in a Jar. And I don't know La Partida. I'm sorry, Ibrahim. Good. We played Miserloo. Mia, we answered your question. We played Fly Me to the Moon. Good. We could take new requests. Whiskey in the Jar. Someone played Whiskey in the Jar. Who was it? Josh. Josh from the forums. Joshua is 14. He's a boy from India, and he just plays beautifully. And he was on the Weltmeister Wednesday series. Weltmeister Accordions holds a series every Wednesday. It was World Children Day, I think. And Josh just played beautifully. Josh played Whiskey in the Jar in Port of Amsterdam. Oh, beautiful song. Watch him. Watch him if you can. If you Google Weltmeister Wednesday after this, you'll see Josh. He's the first performer. A+. You would recognize him from the monthly challenges. Every month, we have challenges over on Accordion Love, the forum. And every month, Josh does these, like, the challenges can be played simply and more difficult. And Josh is always there, just, it was like doing chord voicings. And Josh is just like looking straight at the camera beautifully. And this explains it a little bit. You have lots of talent, Josh. So let's play Whiskey in the Jar. Let's play it in a key that I don't play it in, an E major. So, yeah, why not? Amsterdam in E minor. Amsterdam, there's a sailor who drinks, and he drinks, and he drinks, and he drinks once again. He drinks to the health of the whores of Amsterdam, giving their bodies to 1,000 other men. Oh, what a big song. Jacques Brel? Yeah, Jacques Brel covered by David Bowie. Oh, beautiful song. Thank you, Josh, for those 2 songs. And thank you for the request. Thank you, Cinna. Thank you, whoever requested it. Mr. Alfred DM? Did you ask for it? Yeah, thank you. Beautiful song. I like playing standing up. Let's do it. Thank you, Cinna. Will you do Sandstorm? Yeah, someone requested Sandstorm last week. I didn't get to it. How's it go? I'm going to play one song because it's my parents' birthday. I'm not giving exact dates, but yeah, happy birthday to my mom and dad. What song was requested? Sandstorm. Let's try Sandstorm. Let's do a loop on that. Let me figure out the song first, and then we'll do a loop. We'll do it in A minor. D minor to F. F major to C major to D minor, D minor. Let's try it. I might go slow. We'll build it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. two parts, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are two parts. We'll figure it out. Let's try it. Should have had a click track. It's kind of like a bad joke. Let's do the Root Sandstorm as a kind of waltz. 1, 2. We won't do a loop pedal. Sorry, the Root Sandstorm is an electronic song, so my fingers aren't fast enough, but let's try it. I feel very embarrassed about playing that song. I think if I had like a cool backing band, like my violinist and like a cool drummer who did like big hits, I can imagine the song being bigger in my head. Let's take 3 minutes just to loop a part of it. And Jess, I love that. You never imagined in your life this moment happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, start off with the wrong chord. Yeah. Sous les cieux de Paris. goes on and on. There's never... The actual song has a beat drop. Because we're looping, it'd be fun to go... I can't do that right now. But let's keep going. We're at an hour. That's a little departure from the usual, but thank you for the request. Let's do, yeah, thank you for everyone that's coming out. It's so nice to see familiar faces. This always is the highlight of my week, especially when it comes to music. And just, it's enriching. Who said it? Lynn, I think, in the beginning. We have such a collection of people from around the world. Maybe it wasn't Lynn, it was Dawn. But yeah, thank you for coming out. It's really nice to see everyone wearing their Accordion Love t-shirts. I'm not wearing mine right now. But your t-shirts, your aprons, they're going around the world. We're going around the world. So thank you. Let's do some Leonard Cohen. Let's do Sisters of Mercy. Yeah, let's do that. Sous le ciel de Paris. I'll play that too, Martin. I'm an F major. Thanks, Don. I don't know how to get out of here. Sorry. Yeah, so it's a walk down. I couldn't think of that in the heat of the moment. Let's play. Yeah, thank you for everyone that's joined. We do this every week, which is awesome. Yeah, majority of the songs that I've played today are on accordionlove.com. If you haven't heard of it, you should check it out. There's a free 3-day trial where I teach these songs, and there's a wonderful community of you as well. Yeah, check it out. Awesome. That's so nice to hear, Adrian. Let me look. This is what I do when I don't know what songs to play. I go on Accordion Love, and we look for songs. We look for just whatever. Oh, Italian music. Let's see. We should play Churi Churi. Let's play Tarantella Napolitana too, because it's beautiful. Do 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 ba do 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 da da da. Do you know an Israeli tune? Chel kesia kfula. I don't know that one, William. I know lots of Israeli tunes up to the year 1992. Anything between the year 83 and 92, I know about. We wanted to do Tarantella Napolitana in D major to G major. That was wonderful. I realized my wife came home. You probably saw the car coming in. So nice. Hello, it's Viel. Good to see you. Let's do Tumba La Laika. Yeah, it's great. It's not too difficult. Sandstorm was amazing. Thank you. What did we play there? We played Churi Churi. We did Tarantella Napolitana. And again, Lassa going back to which rhythm do I choose? Tarantella has that. Speaking about Doug's thing earlier, which is swinging the rhythm. It's the same as like same as a polka, right? Or a march, but we're giving it a bit of a right. The body's moving a bit. Same notes, probably different timing in terms of a time signature, but in terms of feeling the song, a little bit different. So that was da 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 da. And then we did right, funiculi funicula, alternate bass technique. And I tried to connect that with Churi Churi, which is a straight march, and I did it at first, right? It was but then I changed it back. It's a straight march versus a tarantella. Same key, same notes, similar rhythms. I choose the one that fits the song. And it's okay to change in between them. I sometimes change the rhythm, or at least the tempo, just to differentiate between the songs so it doesn't all sound like one mishmash. So I'll change that. I'll also change from like a musette to a different sound. Let's do Tumba La Laika in G minor to end it. Yeah, Nikolai, you're right. Let's change key to D minor. La la laika, spiel la la laika, du la la laika, freilich soll sein. Du la la laika, spiel la la laika, du la la laika, freilich soll sein. Beautiful Yiddish tune. Anyways, thank you everyone for showing up. My suggestion, I wanted to, I guess, to share some ideas. I love playing. I love answering questions. Play as much as you can. The world is getting busy, right? It's spring in this part of the world, in the northern hemisphere, and the garden requires attention. It's beautiful weather out. There's a lot to do. The world is starting to open up, so if you could safely see people, fantastic. make sure you remember to play. It's not about necessarily, I mean, whatever level you are. It might be, we're encouraging my son to just, while he's watching TV, to throw the ball into the glove, right? To just sit there with a baseball glove. Same thing. If you want to learn to play basketball, you bounce the ball or you hold the ball. If you're learning to speak a language, you seek out opportunities to say it. You try and order in the, if you're ordering food in the language that you're learning, you're trying to say hi just to get those your lips in the shape of the language. Same thing with music. Whatever you can do, if it's bringing your accordion with you, fantastic. If it's playing with your melodica and just sitting like that in front of the TV, keep your hand on your instrument, play a song, whistle, hum, keep music alive. If that's what you want to do. And I'm assuming it's probably what you want to do if you want to play accordion. Anyways, that's all for this week. Thank you. I hope you're healthy and well. I'll see you next Sunday. I think standing up again, because this was really enjoyable. Thank you for coming out. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.